Okay, today I wanted to take a look at a video that Andy had sent me. He's just starting to his outdoor season practices in discus, and I'm comparing him with Valerie Allman here from her Olympic throw. I like to use this video because of the angle that he has for his video. It's almost exact duplicate. So, all right. So I wanted to start with this photo here. This is at the left toe touchdown for both athletes, so we can go over some of the differences that I'm seeing. Starting from the feet here, you can see Andy, your left foot is almost in line with your right foot, and you can see Valerie Almond's got her left toe back here behind her. See how she rotated it and brought it back? Okay, so she's in a proper heel-toe alignment so she can get her hips through. Second thing is you've got this left foot facing almost the 9 o'clock direction here, so you're kind of blocking yourself off. You've got your knee facing the same direction over here. So you can see where Valerie Allman has her foot facing almost the throwing direction, about not quite 6, maybe 6:30. Okay, she's got her knee rotated out, her hip rotated out. Okay, so you just kind of push that leg, see, straight back. Watch the knee. So you're just kind of jamming that foot straight in there to stop your forward momentum. Okay. And when you watch Valerie Allman, you'll see how she rotates. And that opens up those hips. Okay. She gets her into a good cowboy or saddle stance right there. Okay. The next thing we want to look at is where your left arm is located. You see how low it is? You see how high Valerie Allman's is. You can't see the discus because it's down lower back here. Let's kind of scroll through. See the discus? It's coming around down low. There's the high point for the discus at 6 o'clock. Okay, and she's going to bring it down. 12 o'clock is the low point. Then back to the high point at 6 o'clock. So high at 6, low at 12, high at 6. You've got a low left arm here because you've got the discus high. Now when you come in right here, the discus should be at its high point, but you are bringing the high point of the discus right about over here, about the 3 o'clock area. Okay. So you're here low, but you're releasing it up here high. Okay. All right. I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this photo here. So yeah, open up, rotate that left leg more toward the throwing section. Get the discus. Don't make this the high point. Make the high point at 6. This left arm should be up a little higher here. So you watch Valerie Allman's left arm. See. Okay. Your chest looks good. It looks like it's back. You're peeking with your head, though. See how your head's looking over the shoulder? Now look at Valerie Allman's. She's keeping her head back to try to keep her upper body back. Okay. Okay. You're peeking with your head right over here, right over the shoulder. Okay. All right. What else is there? You were saying you were having two problems. One, you're landing your foot too far over on the other side of the circle, which I will usually call that looking from the 12 o'clock direction to 6 o'clock. I would usually call that the right side of the circle. Don't I? Let me think here. No, I call that the left side. You're right. That's so. I call that the left side. You're calling it the right side. So it's the 3 o'clock side over here. In this particular, you sent me 4 videos. In this particular one, you land just about in the middle. But from what I'm seeing here, by the time you get that left foot off, see how your knee and your foot and everything is driving this way? Now watch Valerie Allman here. See how she pushes off the knee, the leg, the foot, everything's driving down the throwing sector. Okay? So that's what is driving you around too far to the left side here of the circle. Okay? So try to get pushed off the ground with everything driving down the throwing sector there rather than a little bit too late where you over-rotate that left side. The other problem you said you're having is when you're landing on that right, it's kind of far out ahead of you. Your knee is not over the foot. Let's take a look at Valerie Allman here. See how she lands. The knee is right over the foot. Now you're rotating this right foot quite a bit more. When we bring her to that same position right about here, you can see where her left foot is. If you're going to land with your right foot this far rotated, you've got to get the left leg back here too then. Okay? So this is something we were messaging each other. This is what I was talking about right here. You want to get that right thigh up higher. See, this is as high as your the thigh goes to horizontal, so your knee's pretty low here. This is where you want to get into that sprint position. So bring the knee up high, get the foot directly below that knee. See how it's a little bit ahead here. The shin angle, your foot's kicking forward a little bit. You want to get that, because you said you're kind of kicking out a little bit and into the landing. You don't spend much time in the air either, I see here. You're almost stepping into the front, that causes when the right foot lands here, the right toes, that causes left foot to be back here still. Now watch Valerie Allman. Watch where her left leg is when the right foot makes contact. Okay, it's facing right here about the 9 o'clock. I guess yours is facing about the same, but the difference is, see the gap between the knees? Hers are much closer. So she hasn't really left her left leg behind. Watch the flight time. She's losing contact with the left foot there. She's still up in the air, and she's getting everything turned and rotated up in the air. Okay, you're almost stepping across from here to here. Okay, so getting that knee up will give you a little more flight time. The flight phase. The other thing is, watch your right foot. See how it kind of floats to the front? Okay, floats kind of far out in front of you. Be aggressive with getting that foot under the knee. Okay, see how far it is, the angle here, your shin. Just get that foot turned under the knee, and don't let it just kind of float out to the front of the circle there. See right here, just kind of floats. Okay, so be active with it, be aggressive. Let's watch Valerie Allman again. See how she turns the knee and the foot rotate inward. Watch the knee. It's going from 6 o'clock, rotates around to 3 o'clock. Okay, and that foot is right below, so everything moves as one. Okay. You've got you're kind of like kicking out, trying to get some distance across. You'll get more distance if you keep that knee low. See Valerie Allman's left knee here. You've got your leg totally straightened up, but I think you're a little bit higher, going upward. You're trying to get across this big circle, I think. That's causing you to want to kick out forward. Yeah, you can see like you're way past the center, so you're getting out into the circle. But you can do that with the keeping that knee down lower and driving forward. Okay. So I think that's well, the drill we talked about was the lunge drill, where you just come from a South African back here, and just lunge forward and stop right here. Land. Try to land with that foot under the knee with your chest facing the throwing direction. That's the other thing I wanted to look at here. So right here, the next frame is when you start to bend the knee, right there. Let's watch Valerie Allman when she starts to bend the knee. Right about here. Okay. Now you're both in a almost same position with the left foot in the back, the right foot near the, ahead of the hips. But you can see where her chest is turned slightly. The left shoulder's kind of facing the throwing direction. Her chest is kind of facing almost the camera this way. And yours is rotated more. So maybe drive a little bit with the left shoulder forward a little bit longer before rotating your upper body. Watch how she drives forward, see, with her chest right there, the shoulders square. That's because of that rotation you're doing with that right foot, and it's turning your whole body. And that's okay. You can land this way. You just got to make sure you keep rotating. Don't leave the lower body, the left leg. Don't leave it behind. Don't get this far of a distance between your knees. Get that foot to 6 o'clock as fast as you can. The problem here is also you got to keep turning that right foot. People that tend to land at 12 or try to land all the way back here, they'll kind of sit right here with this right foot and it'll stop rotating. The heel might even drop. See right here between these two frames, the right heel is not moving at all. Okay, that's probably one reason why the left foot's landing in line. It's not landing behind. Let's take a look at Valerie Allman. Watch the right foot hit, and it continuously turns. See that? All the way. She lands maybe 230. There's the circle dividing line right there, so she's not quite at 3. She's a little bit past it. Starts to sink her weight in. There's 12 o'clock. Let's put you in the 12 o'clock position with your right foot right there. Okay. The only difference is, your left foot's got to get back here all the way to 6 o'clock. Just has got to get up. You've got a pretty good body lean there. You got the hip. This right hip here is in front of the foot, though. You see that? That's what you were saying. You didn't feel like you were quite on top of the foot. That's because you've thrown this foot so far out ahead of you. Okay. You'll spin faster if you're like Valerie Allman here, where your hip lands right on top of the foot. See how fast you can spin? Okay. You've got your foot out. So you kind of cast it out right there. Yeah, a little bit ahead of you. That lunge drill, I think, will help you. So you're not kicking out and getting this lower foot so far ahead of the knee. Okay, well, we covered quite a few things, so try that, and we'll watch for your next video. All right, thanks.